Hey, how you guys doing? It's producer from Brothers Comics. Welcome to the Who Day Over 40 podcast. A long time, long suffering Cincinnati Bengals fans. Who Day, everybody. Today is one of the long suffering days. Cincinnati Bengals go down in the opening game of the season, 23-20 to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and an absolute shit show of a game performance. Um, Normally if you watch this on YouTube, you'll see me or hear me rustling through my notes or whatever. There's no notes. It's just my phone and bitterness and piss and vinegar. On the line tonight is Big Hutch. What's going on, man?
Hello.
Yeah, this is one of the more disappointing losses of all time, considering what the Bengals were coming off of, and then just the general shit performance. I mean, there's losing games, and then there's performances like this where it's as if you hadn't played the game before, huh?
It was fucking awful. I
Yeah,
watched
it's just
every fucking play. It was fucking
yeah,
awful.
yeah, it's just a bad look, bad all around. Started bad with a pick six, and then just freaking get delved right into complete and utter bullshit the entire time. Yet the Cincinnati Bengals had really
Three,
three
four,
opportunities, three
five chances to
opportunities
win.
to win this game
Five.
and didn't come away with it. They battle back, get it. Jamar scores a touchdown with 4 seconds to go. All you need is an extra point. Game over, man. And Clark Harris got injured earlier in the game. Mitchell Wilcox is snapping. Snap is off, gets blocked. Although I'm thinking if they block better on the outside, it maybe gets through. Minka doesn't get through if they, get him off the outside there. That doesn't work. Overtime, you get another chance after the Steelers bonk one. You get another chance, no good. And then it's on third down, you're kicking. It's bad. It was bad coaching. It was bad Burrow. A Burrow that really
Bad
had
offensive line.
bad offensive. A Burrow we've never seen be this bad. Even with a bad offensive line, we've never seen him be this bad. And seven more sacks to add to the total of the 70 that he ate last year. I I, I don't even know. Like I don't
He,
even
he
know.
can he can file for abuse.
Yeah, so we're gonna start just kind of not even going. Normally we go over the game and what happened, this, that, and the other. But I just got a list of grievances. One, the offensive line. Like this is why you play people in the preseason, Hutch. You couldn't bring in essentially four new dudes, and they had zero snaps together outside of practice. No live snaps.
Yeah. I can't say shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm saying it's just a grievance. Again, whether Calder or Volson sucks, he is a fourth round pick from a freaking one FVS school. Like,
And you know
okay,
he sucks.
yeah. So I mean, okay, so there's a problem there. You had the opportunity to bring Quentin Spain back. Is he great? No, but at least he gave you some stability at freaking left guard, and then you at least have two people that had been on that line before, not one. And
And
Jonah Wilson, who also didn't play
the
well.
left tackle sucks too.
Yeah, he didn't play well. Like, I mean, 7 sacks. Come on, man, and two strip sacks. Like one that he lost at the end of the game, another one that freaking
You just lost to Notre Dame, yo.
yeah. This was yeah. I agree. Okay, inside brother topic. Like Pittsburgh's terrible. That is not a good team, and they literally cheap shotting people, knocked out T Higgins,
All that was you. All that
all that.
beside the point.
Yep, it's
You lost. You just lost to a team that could not get over the 50-yard line unless we gave it to them, and we
correct.
gave it to them four times,
Right,
five
and they, and again, there was a thing before the game, Tomlin gave them all black Air Forces for Black Air Force Energy, and they went out and played. Again, we said this on the preview. They're going to have to try to muck it up to try to win, and they did. They were
times. They did.
dirty, hit late, and did all the things that you could do, and the Bengals gave them the ball. I'm frothing at the mouth here. Gave them the ball, multiple opportunities to go out and get up. Good job. Way to go. Coaching, awful. And we said that was the one area where the Bengals didn't have like the better thing. Awful. Overtime, how are you kicking the freaking punt with 13 seconds to go or 15 seconds? You could have dropped that down to 50 seconds on that punt. Take the penalty. Give Clark Harris a chance to pin him inside the 5, or Clark Harris, Kevin Huber to pin him inside the 10. something, anything. They didn't have any timeouts. Like that's coaching. You don't
Well,
challenge the
he
catch.
scored. He, Jamar Chase caught a touchdown pass,
Correct.
and they didn't even challenge it.
Right.
The ball was on the goal line,
Yeah.
and stupid shit. I mean, the coaching is dog awful.
Yeah, it's bad, and and these are similar issues from previous years and seasons. And you think in year three that we're moving past this, and it's not. That bad coaching,
4 years
injury.
of bad coaching, three
Okay,
years of
and then
Burrow.
why are you kicking that field goal on third down? Like if you take a bad snap there, why it's 3rd and 4? Why don't you go for it? Try to get the freaking first down. You know your kicking game is compromised at that point. No, let's take the ball out of our best player's hands. Even though he's having a shitty game, don't get me wrong, but he had gotten you back to this point.
Well,
Uh,
I mean, most of those. I mean, yes, he had some. He got 4 interceptions, and hell, he could really have 5. They counted one of them.
yeah,
That
passing
one thing
interference.
is well, he could have 6.
Yeah,
But I mean, the offensive line, it was horrible.
horrible.
He had like no time to throw the ball,
The rest.
no time. And
Yeah.
so if you're like, if shit, that motherfucker has PTSD at this point.
Yeah, and again, that's a long-term worry that at this point, like he ate all those sacks last year and he kept playing okay. You can't. This is Andrew Luck, man. Eventually,
It's gonna be worse. This
yeah,
he could be like, you know
David
what?
Carr.
Fuck this shit. I'm out because he ain't gonna survive taking 70, 60, 70 sacks a season.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
just
doing
not
this
fun.
shit. $50 million is great, but I ain't gonna have no fucking brain to spend the money.
Right. Yeah, it's bad. No, okay, so yeah, coaching, injuries obviously came up. T
Right,
goes out.
right.
Clark Harris. How does the long snapper get hurt? Clark Harris is
On your
out, which
day
obviously
off, right.
affected everything at the end of the game. What Mixon got a ding. I think he came back.
Boy
T
got
got
hurt.
Boyd got hurt. I mean, this is all of the things
But
just
but
culminated in a
but,
shit show that you still
but
should have won.
right. But Watt is out. Watt was out. Hayward
Yeah,
was out. They were down. They were picking up
Najee,
people off the street for
Najee
cornerbacks,
out. Right.
and we still lost this fucking game.
Yeah. I mean, and again, fuck the Steelers. This was they won the war, but you won the battle, but gonna lose the war. I mean, you lose J.J. Watt. Najee was in a boot at the end of the game. Hayward was hurt. Like, I mean, they really like,
Hell,
oh,
we
we
are
won this
too,
game.
though.
Yeah, well, I mean, post game implications is that none of those injuries were serious, including T. So whatever. But regardless of that, that was a part of it too. Why is your backup third string tight end the long snapper in these situations? Why isn't it the freaking center? He has obviously a history of being able to snap the ball. He should be your backup. Now you just bringing Mitchell Wilcox out because he is that person. How many times have he practiced snapping the ball? Doesn't look like a lot. So I got I had nothing.
I was. I mean, it's just I'm not listening to sports talk. I ain't
Yeah, I'm
listening to.
all
I'm not listening to shit. This is gonna be a horrible week.
yeah. And then
I lost money.
yeah.
So I mean, this is just how the fuck did we lose this game? Someone told me,
I
well, I said they were gonna score 24.
yeah.
Some they got 23.
Yep.
Fuck,
All right.
and we
So
lost.
it's
Just like
and it's
Super Bowl.
on our way to Dallas.
Right.
Uh, on the way to Dallas. Dallas
And
plays
guess
tonight
what?
against Tampa.
Right. And they have a better offense and comparable defense.
Yeah, definitely a better offensive quarterback, obviously. Defense, it's kind of feast or famine. Sacks or
Yeah,
interceptions,
they're
pretty much.
stupid. Right
Yeah,
there,
it's feast
their
or famine.
defensive, their coaching staff is also some doom costs, but they
So
might
yeah,
be better than ours.
so I mean, you would expect Joe Burrow to not play that terrible again. You would expect it. I sent y'all that thing. He was sitting at his locker 45 minutes after the game, still in his uniform after the shit ended. And, obviously he's not,
Distraught.
yeah, he's like, I can't
I
believe
mean,
I did
I mean,
45,
right for getting
you
$2
know,
million a game, but
right.
distraught.
But, but there's that. And then there's also, shit, he has to be like, why the hell did coach take the ball out of my hand on 3rd and 4 in overtime? Like, we could have, like, kick the field goal on fourth down. If we didn't get it, call a play that's safe to be able to get it. If it's not there, say la vie. You kick the field goal regardless.
We couldn't run either.
Right.
We couldn't run. We couldn't pass, or couldn't get any pass blocking.
Right.
I mean, everything that could go wrong did.
It looked like a team that hadn't played, which they hadn't. That's what it was. It's what it looked like. It
How
looked
did
like
Joe
a
Mixon
team
get 82 rushing yards? Where? When?
Oh, yeah. So it's on to Dallas. Again, I would expect a maximum effort for them. You probably hope that Dallas wins tonight because they'll be in desperation mode if they lose.
Right.
Bengals are going to be in desperation mode for sure at this point.
Right.
As both try to avoid going 0-2 if Dallas wins tonight. You always got to go with the home team in that regard. So suck it up, Zach Taylor. And since shouts out to the Bengals defense, though. I mean, only one sack, but I mean, y'all, that game could have been much uglier if the Bengals defense wasn't so good and Pittsburgh's offense wasn't so terrible. Right. So, again, Pittsburgh won the battle, man. They lost the war, lost the players that they lost. So fuck them. So yeah, man, we'll be back for a Dallas preview. That's 4:30 or whatever next Sunday night or Sunday afternoon. So we don't have to wait around.
Sacks.
Yeah, Bengals in last place. Everybody else wins, but the Bengals. In the AFC North, just awful. Just flat out terrible performance by that team that definitely did not look prepared to play football today. Pretty much. Okay. On top down. Love Joe Burrow, but he didn't look like he was prepared to play today either. So, we'll see y'all next week. You got an exit song, man? I ain't think about asking you before.
Completely miserable.
Is that a real song?
Yes.
Who sings that?
I think the group is called Lit.
The game was not lit, as the kids say in the vernaculars. Yeah, that's basically it. So, yeah. Hutch is looking that up. I don't even know. I don't even know. They're lucky that their early part of their schedule is full of some shaky bakey.
Yeah, the group is called Lit, and the song is called Miserable.
Okay, so Miserable by Lit will be playing us out on the podcast version. If you're on the YouTube version, no music because of copyright. We will see y'all probably sometime later in the week. No, we'll see you later in the week for the preview show. No, preview show is good. This is our first real. This is one of our first records after a loss in a while because we don't usually.
We record after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, that was a given. But yeah, this is bad. Yeah, I hope they live with it as much as we do, and we can get the offense and defense fighting in there. Defense start beating them up.
Can you play the Chappelle shit? The hate. I hate you. I hate your mama.
Yeah, we said early in the previews, like if this wasn't the Steelers, this would be like a game. But the Bengals still should have won the damn game. Right, they had every opportunity to win. Right. Played horrible and still should have won. This is like the damn Chargers game when Burrow's debut. Played terrible, not as bad as he played today as a rookie with no training camp, but still had a chance to win the game. And at the end, you just flubbed it. The kicker flubbed it. It's literally the same.
I mean, Burrow did everything. He did everything to lose the game. He was throwing in double coverage. He had some footsteps. He was fumbling. I mean, but like I said, he has PTSD at this point. 77 sacks, man, and 100 and what? 110, 20 in 3 years.
Yeah.
And 2.5 seasons. Horrible.
I hope it's not that's what it is, because if that's the case, he's done. Right. Like that doesn't get better. Right. Like that's David Carr. Right. Like he never recovered from that. Right. And is it David Carr or his brother? Can't remember which one it was. The other.
Whatever.
The one that played for the Texans, and he ate all them sacks and just never recovered from eating them all. Right. So yeah, you would hope that's not it. All right. So we're playing it out, y'all. This is a short walkthrough at the end of the game. We'll see y'all.
Fuck the Steelers.
Yes, we'll see y'all in a week for sure. Exactly. It's not for kids on the YouTube version.
Yeah.
We'll see you people.
Brandon, bring your kids, because I'm fucking pissed.
We will see y'all next week, hopefully after a dub in Dallas next week. Peace.